piece is called Divine Timing, and it's an exploration of the kind of duality within the self, or the dualities within the self. Currently I don't have any text. This is the first week, so I'm really just building the characters and like building the theme and understanding what that is. We're going to do an improvisation, and we're going to play with the quality of time in the past. Yeah, so we're thinking about, as in the past when we were maybe younger, children, how that can be expressed, how the feeling of time passing as from the past, how that can be expressed through the music.
A feeling that can go in different ways, because you feel like some tension, but also nostalgic because of all the space.
Yes.
So it could be many things. But it's the experience of time of the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's already more focused, that's better.
The experience of time in the future.
Mm. It felt a bit stuck at times. It felt playful at times.
If you do that, the energy goes, and if you do, the energy goes forwards, but it didn't feel like, it felt like I was constantly somehow wanting to go forwards, but also limiting myself with the way that I was moving forward. But, you know, like, everything you experience allowed my experience to happen. So the fact that we have different ideas of what it is useful, as opposed to us having to, you know, have the same.
It feels like a fresh wind, sort of.
Yeah.
After going more in the music, for me, the musical aspects of the characters, but then this was so different that it was like, oh, there's all this other stuff as well.
Yeah.
So that's nice. So I can take that into going back to the characters somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt like for me, reminded myself of my tools in the toolbox. I guess that the last couple of days we've kind of had a bit of a limitation. Well, I've given us some limitations in terms of like the focus. So this was an opportunity really to just like throw that out the bag and like remember what else we have in our like creative boxes.
Yeah, creative boxes. Yeah.
It's on fire, really, aren't I? And the question is, who do you see in front of you? So
I don't know. It's just a totally different approach to time, but also to how I guess, how we look within that. What faces are we putting on? What are we actually doing?
Yeah.
And it might not be at all what's going on inside.
Yeah.
It's a face that you put on.
Mm-hmm. After today, I'm spending a week at Cambridge Junction, and yeah, just developing more of the narrative, like what's the story, what's the kind of the journey of these two characters, where do they begin, you know, where do they meet and where do they end up. Throughout this week we've recorded loads of little moments and long improvisations and shorter ones, so yeah, gonna have a listen to those, see which ones I want to keep and which ones to think more about, and then gradually Elian's going to put together some recordings of those, so like kind of recreate what's been created in the studio.
So interesting. I mean, I feel like really part of the beginnings of it, the beginning development, and then it's gonna go develop further, and then I come back in. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
It's a real challenge being in the studio alone, so I made sure that I basically keep myself occupied and entertained with various things. So that's why I've got like a lot of visual bits and bobs, and taking myself in and out of the characters and the spaces, doing writing as opposed and thinking. But now I'm actually in the space, it feels like I can like make it a physical thing as opposed to all up here. Yeah, and having that bounce back is just so, this is how I want to make work all the time. I feel that this is important to kind of, for me on a personal level, to put this into a piece of work, to say I accept myself as I am, this is me, and also if you also experience this, like it's fine, like we're all experiencing these things.
Okay.
I really like that part. That bit, not so much.
Okay.
Sorry. And I like this.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm kind of expecting it to, to build.
You can go a bit longer? Or is it nice that it stops?
I actually like that.
Okay. Would you like it to be in sync, sort of? Or can it also just be sounds and you respond to that differently?
Yeah, both.
Both, okay. So I don't have to worry to...
No.
Yeah. And then you came into the space, wondering?
Yeah.
So I can do like... Dun, dun, dun. Or...
I'm just thinking so there was a moment where I stopped, and then I came up and I came down, and then I went like this and opened the lid, and that can be a real moment of like, because the balloon is going to come up. Now we're going to basically do some improvising of the other, with the emphasis on the other side of the character, which is the inner critic, the doing. So we're essentially basically going to do a similar task to what we did before, where we're going to have a limitation of time, and the music that Ellen's going to make is going to build up gradually. So the first one will be a bit more spacious. The second one will be similar but more condensed. And then the third one will be even faster with some kind of break and then a rebuilding again after. So we're going to try that. It's showtime, baby! It's showtime, baby! What you're about to witness is a variety of skills being transferred before your eyes. Enjoy the show, enjoy! Aim higher, baby! Aim higher! Reach for the stars! Reach for the stars! Follow your dreams! So I really quite liked the fact that maybe the first act is just actually, it's quite regimented and it's quite to a time. And then the second act actually all kind of blends into one. This, we've kind of done it together. So that's really nice that I've got the choreography for this and we've got the sound because I've filmed it. Hopefully we can hear it all okay. This, I'm going to add the music onto the tracks that you make to keep it synchronized. This is background accompaniment. For me, I'm really excited about once it comes together, like when I've got the music, I've got the costume, and I've got all the choreography and everything. Once it's in place, that's when I'll be like, okay, let's do this. And I'll be really excited at that point. When I can see it full in its fullest form, yeah. She was so divine, lost in her head.